What? Why are you shaking your head?
You're welcome. What is up? It is week 1, and we're here 11 a.m. Eastern, thereabouts, live at FantasyPoints.com for Final Points. The final word here before the Sunday kickoffs. I'm John Hansen. We've got Graham Barfield and Tom Brawley, our guy Tommy T. We've got our other guy Trey producing the program. They're all behind the scenes here, pushing all the right buttons, keeping us on the air. What's up, Grinder? How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I was up nice and early this morning. A lot of excitement. The first 2 games were pretty fun on Thursday and Friday night. We avoided a major injury with Jordan Love, thank God. So the vibes are good here. Hopefully we get some points. These week 1 games can be, tend to be a little sluggish, but the first 2 games are giving me a little bit of optimism for today.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Graham, how are you? Your thoughts on pretty exciting opener? I'm 6-4 on my props. I'm 2 catches away from 8-2, so I'm a little pissed. But how are you?
Hey, listen, if you're not a little pissed and tilting props for week 1, I'm not sure if you're playing. But hey, fun slate. I think this is a really fun slate. Bunch of good games. Excited to talk start sits with y'all. Excited to do the show again. We got a ton of viewers last year. So this will be the private one. We'll have, just private questions taken here by subscribers. And then usually probably around like 11:30, 11:45, we'll switch over to the public section. So, it'll be a little more open. But yeah, we want to do a little quick show for y'all. I know we get a ton of questions. It gets flooded. So subscribers first here.
Yep.
And we got a couple questions coming in. It should be a pretty light day, honestly. I think week 1's like the easiest start sit week.
Yeah, just play the guys that you drafted early. Usually
Exactly.
It's a pretty good mantra, but a few situations here. Cincinnati is the one we're watching with Jamar Chase, and it looks like Higgins will be out. Pittsburgh, that's for lower end stuff with the quarterback situation. And then Tyreek Hill here, late breaking news here, right around 11 a.m. Got caught speeding, heading to the game or something, some sort of driving infraction. But Drew Rosenhaus told Adam Schefter that he'll be playing. So those are the situations we're looking at. You guys want to jump into the questions and hit the ground running here?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right, Dan Altman says, Guru, Burrow or Daniels in sit 1 on PPR, Travis Etienne, Achane, Harrison, Olave or Waddle. So Burrow or Daniels here today?
Wow. Well, I mean, can we hold off until we know about Jamar Chase? I mean, if Jamar Chase is inactive, then I think I might go Daniels. What do you guys think?
I think I might play Daniels either way now.
I'm playing Daniels either way. Yeah, Chase is going to play. I think he's going to be limited no matter what. Schefter actually just reported there's not going to be an extension. Shocker. I'm playing Daniels. And then he's got to sit one of Etienne, Achane, Harrison, Olave, or Waddle. That's insane. We're guaranteed to probably get this one wrong.
Yeah, honestly, go ahead, bro.
No,
I was thinking Harrison, but
yeah, I think so. That was my lean too, but that feels like it could blow up.
Yeah, Harrison goes out and sets like a rookie record, breaks Puka's rookie record in the first game.
Yeah, I think Harrison's probably the
matchup. It's one of those where I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like, he could certainly do well with it, but I'm going to lean toward it being a little bit more of a Trey McBride game.
Okay. Let's move to suspense 3 here. PPR, McLaurin or Deontay Johnson?
Ooh, definitely like Deontay to catch 5 balls. Like that's happening. I think I might have to go McLaurin though, because I just cannot wait to see Terry McLaurin playing with a quarterback and get him the ball down the field. That's not a hospital ball.
Yeah, that's the way I'm leaning here. I do like Deontay. Both their player props are right here in like the low 50s. I think the game with Tampa and Washington has a little bit better chance of shooting out. So that's the way I'm leaning with McLaurin.
Yep, same. We'll make it 3 in a row with McLaurin.
Okay. Cardinal 1B says favorite player to score a touchdown today.
Bijan.
Oh man, I actually wrote up a list of top 10
touchdown
predictions for scores. I'm already 0 for 1 because I had freaking Goddard on there as a sleeper. Probably Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's Trey's gonna love that one on our best bets podcast this week. Trey's bet was Davante Adams to score 2 touchdowns, a long shot play, 16-1. So Trey loves hearing that you like Davante Adams to score this week. Dan, he says half PPR, need 2 out of Olave, Stevenson, McBride, and Hubbard.
Definitely McBride. I'm feeling a big McBride game here.
Olave and McBride, I think too, John.
Yeah, I like Olave.
Yeah,
we do like Shaheed. That's Shaheed, Mr. Zone, right?
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he catches a 50-yard ball, but I like Olave.
I wouldn't put too much stock in that. I think this is going to be a brand new offense this season with the Saints. I think Olave is just going to earn a shit ton of targets here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin says Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams.
Daniels.
Yeah, I think I'm going Daniels. Just a little more rushing upside.
Yeah, okay. I trust Williams a little bit more. I mean, the one thing about Daniels, what if that O-line is a sieve? That's my concern.
Yeah, I kind of like that in this spot though, John, because Bowles is going to blitz him and Daniels just going to run.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be. I think I'm definitely more interested in seeing Jaden Daniels for a full game. I feel like we saw a little bit more Caleb Williams, of course. Like a full game of Jaden Daniels is going to be fascinating.
Yeah. By the way, Tom, real quick before we move on, Caleb Williams' prop for rushing was like 19.5, I think, or maybe, it was pretty solid. I was a little surprised. I think he's going to run a little more than people think.
It definitely. I was hoping it would open like 13.5, or something like that, and I was going to pop it. But these books are sharp. He had a second part to this question: Drake London or Deontay? I'm going Drake London here.
Oh, London all day.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a tougher matchup, but Drake London's got Kirky now.
The Saints are a tough matchup too. Marshawn Lattimore, healthy. They have a really good secondary every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a new connection there as well with 3P1C fail PPR. McLaurin or Debo. They are back-to-back in rankings. So which way you guys leaning here?
Probably McLaurin. I mean,
I'll see. One in doubt for me, I'm going Debo and just a little, better chance for more scoring from that San Francisco offense as well.
And I think there's just an increased risk that Ayuk's a little limited. He gets Sauce Gardner more. Debo gets all the design stuff. He'll get a few carries. Debo just has a really solid floor.
Cardinal 1B again. Kirk or McLaurin in a non-PPR?
Who has the better chance for a touchdown?
Yeah, I'm going Kirk in that game. That's one of the highest totals on the board, around 48, 49 points. Kind of like the matchup too.
Total is going to come up with Tyreek's arrest too. It's worth at least 1.5 points, right? Like extra motivation. Tyreek.
Yeah, Kirk is just money in the bank. When the matchup looks good in the slot, he gets it done.
Mm-hmm. Let's go there then with Christian Kirk. Ben says, "Hey Guru, thanks for doing this. Needs a quarterback 2 out of Goff, Geno, or Justin Fields." So are you playing Justin Fields here if we get the the word here in about 15 minutes, or are you going to Goff or Geno?
I mean, I default to Goff. If I really felt I needed upside, maybe Fields if Russ is inactive.
Mm-hmm.
But Jared Goff in a revenge game at home, with Stafford and the Rams well equipped to make it a high scoring game, I think you could just go Goff.
Okay, Graham, you have a lean there?
Yeah, Goff.
Okay,
I'm going Goff. Really good spot at home. Rams defense probably stinks.
Okay. Yeah. Junk Food John says Najee or Tajay.
Sure, that's not me. Junk Food John.
Junk Food John. I'm gonna go Najee there.
Yeah, I like Najee too. I think Jaylen Warren coming back from the hamstring, it just makes it a little more likely Arthur Smith leans on Najee. Hey, real quick, tweet from Schefter. Drew Rosenhaus, I guess was on ESPN just a second ago, and he said the Tyreek Hill arrest was completely unnecessary. He said he's very distraught about it. Sounds like a lawyer. It sounds super minor.
As in Rosenhaus is really distraught about, or Tyreek?
Yeah, he's real pissed off.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let's move along to Flo Tasm. Morning flex spot for PPR. Ridley or Jameson Williams? Daddle and McLaughlin. I'm Ridley all day on this one for me.
Yeah. I like DeAndre Hopkins' chances, but I'm going Ridley.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins probably a little limited today.
Yeah, he's we got some. That was what he's got a little MCL sprain he's still dealing with. He's his
It's
prop
the
is about-
opposite knee. Remember that knee he hurt, Tom? I think it was 21, maybe. It was the opposite knee, but yeah, he's going to be limited.
Yeah, he's going to get off to a slow start here. His prop is like 43.5, 44.5. Alex Camp. Yeah, bad. Yeah, I'm with you.
Honestly, that's a great
Bears
under.
secondary.
See a lot of Jalen Johnson too.
Yeah, that secondary is not. It's pretty legit. Alex Campos says Deontay Johnson, Moody, or Yoshavas. Big underdog after starting ass man Bateman.
I mean, Yoshavas could do something special. I do like Mooney a lot, but I just go Deontay there. I mean, Mooney is a great gambit, but it's too risky with
I think if I'm way down today, I think I might go with Yoshavas. If I went against Saquon Barkley and he scored 3 touchdowns against me, and I need the huge upside, I think I'd go Yoshavas. But Deontay's going to be he's going to get you 12 points probably and has some touchdown upside. What do you feel on this one, Graham?
Yeah, I go Deontay. I just think he projects the best. I do agree that Yoshavas probably has underrated upside though. He's just a free square in DFS today. I was talking to one of my buddies and he's like, dude, just play Yoshavas. Like, don't overthink this.
What's he priced out today?
He's stone men, Tom.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh.
Yeah. He's gonna be 60%, but hey.
Yeah. Hey, if everybody, it's the free square of the week here. Justin, PPR flex, Ridley, Spears, McLaughlin. This is another one. I'm going Ridley.
Yeah, the volume should be good for Ridley today because we were just talking through Nuke.
He has got another one here: Jaden Daniels or Lawrence at quarterback. This is a tough one.
I like Lawrence.
I'm with you, John. I really like Lawrence today. Good game environment.
The pass rush for the Dolphins is going to be pretty weak here early in the season. That's like the one glaring. I have a little Jacksonville bet plus 3.5. Just think he's going to have a little extra time here. That's their biggest weakness is their offensive line, and the Dolphins don't have the horses here right out of the gates.
Plus, he's going to put up some garbage. He's putting the ball up 40 times in this game.
Yep. Yeah. Brett made a good point about the D line, and Jalen Ramsey is dealing with a hamstring injury this week.
Yeah.
So it's a good spot for all the receivers, honestly.
Steve says Tyreek. Okay, he said Indira says Spears or Khalil Shakir. What are you thinking on this one, guys?
Like Shakir. I mean, I don't see explosive upside. I think he catch 5 balls. Man, let me see who I have more points. Honestly, I mean,
our projections have Spears a little higher.
John, I like your rationale for Spears on the matchup point show this week. I'm leaning that way. I think he's got the most rapport with Allen. Keon Coleman will play the most, but I think Shakir's got the highest floor.
Yeah,
Spears scares me today, man. I think Bears defense is really good. Like Tyjae's going to catch a couple balls, but I don't know if I see a ton of touchdown upside. I mean, it's really just going to come down to like literally who's on the field when they get in the red zone. Because
and that's a big question here. They're underdogs. Who is going to be the guy that plays in the passing situation? Like if I knew Spears was guaranteed to get those, then maybe I'd feel a little better. But
I literally think it's going to be 50-50, and if one of them gets,
I think it's going to be some guy is going to get one series, and then the other guy's going to get a series, and. That's a rotation we'll be watching closely today. Wiggs says PPR need 2: Deontay Johnson, Tank Dell, DJ Moore, and Josh Palmer. Some pretty strong options here.
Tank.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking more from my other spot.
Probably more.
Yeah, Tank and more.
Yep. Max says start Fields if he plays or Jaden Daniels. Going Jaden Daniels on that one. Yep.
Daniels.
Fields has like massive downside. Like he has not practiced with the ones hardly at all. The offensive line, Tom, is a big question.
Yes,
they got some rookies playing. Like Falcons actually have a pass rush now.
Yep.
I'm a little scared on Fields in this spot. Honestly, he's a good play in DFS because he's 5K, but I think his floor is pretty low.
I lost my spot here. Favorite defensive special teams plays.
Seahawks.
Seahawks on the low end. They should be widely available if you're looking off your waiver wire. I'm playing them in a couple spots against that Denver Broncos offense. Mike McDonald going to be sending the house against Bo Nix here this week. So that's a deeper play there. Any other ones, John? Anything that's jumping out to you as a special defensive special teams play?
Let me go take a look here because I did kind of I I don't pay nearly the same
No.
attention as I used to these damn things, honestly.
Especially defenses.
I don't mind Vikings and Giants defense. If you really need a low end play, there could be some sacks and turnovers in that game.
Yeah, Vikings D is a good one. No, I like the Vikings here because I mean, look, it's Daniel Jones against the blitz. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Flores is going to blitz him. Giants defense is really good. Their pass rush is pretty good.
I don't know if you guys noticed Dallas Turner, but
he's popping.
I'm telling you, this guy's. It's already a done deal. He's good. Like he's gonna be really good. I mean, he's not even
Brian Flores a toy up there.
What's that?
Give Brian Flores a toy to a little chess piece up there.
He looked good this summer that I saw. I mean, the first game especially, he looked great.
Steve wonders best option for a touchdown today: Devin Achane, Mike Evans, or Kenneth Walker. I think I'd go Kenneth Walker in this one.
Walker scoring.
I like them all. Well,
yeah, I mean they're all very likely. Good chances that like at least 2 out of these 3 score a touchdown, but we'll go Walker as the best bet. Max says flex Yoshivas worth an upside flyer over Pickens. Oh man.
I mean, if you're talking upside, George Pickens has the upside. This dude drops hammers. Obviously, tough matchup with AJ Terrell. Justin Fields, huge question mark. But I mean, if we're talking upside, it's
Pickens. This is if you're looking strictly for upside. That goes back to our question earlier with Deontay and Yoshivas.
One thing about Yoshivas, real quick. I'm telling you right now, Joe Burrow loves that Trenton Irwin, man. He
just lock it in. Irwin's not gonna have 3 for 35 today.
John, Trenton Irwin was apparently an extra in Point Break. I don't know if you knew that. Just a fun fact there.
He's got a nice
body double.
Yeah.
The red-haired body double, though. Hey, by the way, we're talking about bags, players getting bags. Dak Prescott just got $240 million 4-year extension.
Wow. He negotiated in before kickoff of week 1.
That's badass. Badass. And real quick, I just saw another tweet. Justin Fields is starting. No surprise.
Okay. There you go. Justin Fields is out there if you're in a 2 QB league or maybe even reaching for a quarterback this week. El Jefe says half PPR or 5-point PPR. I think he probably means a half. Needs 2 out of Chuba, Pollard, Pickens, or Shakir.
I like Chuba.
I kind of like Chuba too.
And
do we like Pollard or Pickens more? Depends on.
I mean, Pickens is probably last on the list with Fields. I might just go Pollard because I mean Pollard's getting 14 touches. Like he's getting that. Like right? Like he's getting that. What do you guys think?
I think that's pretty locked in.
I'd go with the backs too, John. I agree.
Yeah, let's go with the 2 backs there. Nina says Ramondre or Chuba. Now, do you like Ramondre more than Chuba, or do you like Chuba?
I think I'd go Ramondre. Antonio Gibson's dealing with a little bit of an injury.
Nina, do we have seatbelts on in this photo, Nina? No, just kidding.
What is that? Is that
looks like a ride?
Is that like Martian tag at Universal or something?
Yeah, it looks like one of those. Every picture I have with my family, they all look like they're gonna die, and I'm just sitting there like nothing.
Stone faced.
You have a picture where everyone's like, "Oh my god," and I'm like,
"Oh, this is fun."
Let me see who I have higher. I gotta go. I'm a rankings bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a rankings bitch on this one and go Ramondre.
Yep.
Both situations that we don't feel great about, lower scoring games, but
it's Chuba or Ramondre, right?
Ramondre is better. He's better at football.
Yeah, that's the tiebreaker for me.
He's just better at football.
I think I'd go Chuba. Sorry, Nina.
Okay, Earth Roamer says Keenan Allen or Pollard. How about this? Keenan Allen already, this heel is acting up this week. Has me a little scared here.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a great tiebreaker, man. What to go with the healthier guy. Allen's matchup's good, but Pollard's going to get the ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Pollard here.
Let's go Pollard. FP Early Bird subscriber says Mondre or JSN.
Ooh, I love JSN today.
Yeah, I was actually really looking at his props pretty hard here this morning, and I almost
Tom, I was too. Hey, by the way, has ESPN Bet changed where their player props are? Because
they're a nightmare. You have to look at it's under player props, but it's under like player total over under. John was having an issue with the DraftKings ones too. They keep all these sites are moving more towards these same game parlay things, so they have them like in 5 or 10 yard increments. So you have to look like for player total over under on these sites now.
I'll search through it, but man, it's getting scary in these player prop treats, man.
Yeah,
I'm fearing that sports books are just going to start pulling them here for the reasons you just outlined.
Yeah, or just completely juicing them way. They were already minus 115 at a lot of these books. Yeah. So
why would they pull them?
They're just
or just screw the bettors. Just make them.
So I mean, I'm already limited on pretty much every book. Yeah. I mean,
believe me, I have done a lot of work to keep my accounts active. Playing a lot of like tennis and golf and all kinds of bullshit bets that keep it like stable.
It got so bad last year. I just used my wife's account.
All right. Anyway, back to the question here: Ramondre or JSN? So Graham, it sounded like you wanted JSN there.
I like JSN.
Yeah, let's go JSN.
Yeah.
Ben says, if Chase doesn't go, should I play Now this is if Chase doesn't play. Should I play Yoshivas, Chase Brown, or Josh Palmer in my flex?
I
really like Palmer here. Yeah,
like Palmer.
I'm with you, John.
Let's go Palmer there. El Jefe, half-point PPR, and I think we just answered that one. Yeah, Eric Pohl says Chuba or Singletary. This is a tough one.
I'm going to go Chuba because, man, the Vikings were lights out against the run last year.
Yeah, I like Singletary a little more. I think the volume's a little more secure with him. It's not a better offense, though. I mean,
they're both going to get 25 touches.
I'll break the tie here, and I'll go Chuba on this one. It's tight, though. It's
close.
I think they're both going to get fed. They're both have pretty healthy rules. Junk Food John says Jameson or Shakir. I'm going Shakir on this one.
I mean, I'd go Shakir. And only I would go Jameson if I needed big upside,
Yeah, if you were chasing points here after the first 2 days, maybe you go Jameson then.
John, the Lions are going to try to run that Xavier Worthy Jameson end around. You know that, right? They're going to absolutely try that with their offensive line.
Yeah, I mean it's all there. Home opener, national TV, year 3. I mean, it's a big blow up spot. I'm sure they would all love to get a big blow up play by Jameson Williams.
Yeah, they ran that in that NFC Championship game against the 49ers there. Projections versus Guru ranks help split the difference. Kyler or Trevor Lawrence? I'm going Lawrence here.
Wow. I mean, I have Kyler higher.
I'm going I don't get why people are questioning playing Kyler. We've been excited to play Kyler with Marv Harrison and Trey McBride, all these dudes all year. Buffalo's defense, they're missing some pieces. They got some question marks on their pass rush and secondary. I think this is quietly it's not a good or a bad spot. It's a neutral spot for Kyler.
Mm-hmm. It's Greg Dortch o'clock.
It's Dortch o'clock here.
The one guy that I heard maybe 2 weeks into training camp that things were going. I have not heard a single thing about Michael Wilson the last 3-4 weeks.
He's as someone who was kind of buying into Michael Wilson last year and watched Michael Wilson, he's mid. Just it's probably why
he's going to be the wind sprinter for that offense this year.
I feel like he's a good 2 though, potentially.
I just was buying last year because I thought the targets would be there, and they kind of were, and then they weren't because he stinks.
Okay, we got 10 minutes here, so we got to start going speed round on some of these questions. So Justin says, lost love for a few weeks. Fields, Cousins, or Geno worth a pickup before players lock here? Probably go with Cousins, but I don't know the schedules right off the top of my head.
It's not great out of the
Falcons
gate.
Have a really, it's a tough opener for them. But I mean, Fields just has such a low floor, but he's probably honestly the best play out of all these guys.
I don't think he's looking for a play though. He's looking for the next couple of weeks.
As
a love insurance for the next. I don't have schedules up in front of me. My lean is towards Cousins though. We could see Fields yanked for Russ next week.
Absolutely yanked.
Falcons get Eagles, Chiefs, Saints next up. Don't love that.
No, Geno. They have the Patriots next week, don't they? I'm still leaning Cousins though.
I mean,
it's probably.
You know what? You get to a certain point where to hell with the cheat code. Okay, I cannot. In good conscience, roll with a guy, get behind a guy who sucks.
And if they lose today and they look terrible, Russ is going to start next week because it sounds like it was pretty close. It's been, he was almost ready to play here. So Nate says, are we starting Javon today? Yeah, go for it. Brian, Chase Brown or Ramondre? Ramondre.
Ramondre.
Yeah, Ramondre, slam dunk there. Steven says Deontay or Ridley. Full PPR.
I'd go Deontay.
Okay. He's worried about Lattimore clamping down Deontay.
It's a tough spot for Ridley too, man.
I was
I'm
gonna say
on
we got Jalen.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm on Bears defense being like one of the most improved defenses in the year. So
Hey, DeAndre, let's focus on ass. Let's talk ass.
Deontay, better target earner, better separatist.
Palmer or Yoshivas for Jason here. I think we just had that. We went Palmer.
You got to go Palmer here. I mean, come on, it's got to be Palmer.
Okay, we got 3P 1C fail.
By the way, no DJ Chark, right? He's out.
Yeah, he's on IR actually.
Exactly.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that.
He had that hip injury. Hadn't practiced in like 2 weeks. They are already.
Talk about a guy that can't stay healthy ever.
No.
PPR pick 2. Ayuk, JSN, Odunze, or Brian Thomas Jr.
First two.
Yeah,
First two.
Ayuk and JSN.
I do think they're going to try to rip off a big play with Thomas though in this spot. No, Ramsey's a little gimpy. Thomas can run.
Could
they
be
use
Gabe,
him on like horizontal crossers too in the preseason too.
Oh, Gabe is going to come out.
Yeah, I like Gabe is to make one big play. Hate to say it.
It'll be a block.
And don't be hating.
It's going to make one big block.
Jaguar country now. That's my team right here.
You guys, I'm surrounded by Jaguars.
John, am I the one
here.
wearing the hat here? I think it is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
John's he's going to load up the closet here. He's going to.
Hey, he's a lot closer in proximity than I am, though. He's about 2 hours from the stadium, I guess.
I mean, I was just in Jacksonville the other day. I took a little Sunday drive down to Jacksonville, do some shopping. I loved it. No, I didn't. I didn't love the shopping. But
yeah.
I was gonna say you didn't. I'm gonna guess that you didn't do the shopping part, but you did the driving.
Well, Graham knows. Like,
go down to the town center.
There's this huge, like, outdoor. It's like
you went to the town center, John. I used to live literally 3 minutes from that place. UNF, University of North Florida, is like right across. You guys probably drove through the campus. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small world.
Stomping. That's my old stomping ground right there, baby.
New York's worst driver says Pitts or Taysom Hill. Pitts.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Come on.
This is a week 8 question. That is like you're on your deathbed with Kyle.
Yeah, and Pitts is screwing you over again for the you drafted Pitts in the 5th or 6th round. You're optimistic. You stick with that optimism here for at least week 1. Justin, Yoshivas worth a pickup and bench test. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because Jermaine Burton, is
it sounds like he's gonna be a project here this year.
Yeah.
Dan says McLaurin or Palmer. McLaurin for me here.
Thomas, real quick, just said in chat that Chase is playing. No surprising.
Real quick, let me show this one real quick. Steve asks, can you quantify your personal weekly rankings on the site? I'm not sure what that means, but I will say that I do still go through. It's not as fine-tuned as when I did the projections on the site, but the projected fantasy points, I'm not guessing. It's based on a projected yardage touchdown deal. So I do go ahead and do that. So there it is. So, I mean, I like the fantasy points angle. It's a little bit more revealing than just straight up rankings. So I can't just make up those numbers. So I do go through, I'd say about 75-80% of what I normally did. And I'm not tweaking them as much as I did when they were live and the only projections that we had on the site, because we have Chris doing it. But, I am still going through and doing like I always did and doing projections and then doing the tweaking.
There you go. Where did we leave off here? Pang is usually, or we got Pete, maybe? Pete Thomason said Joe Mixon or Javonte. I'd go Mixon on that one. You guys leaning one way or the other?
Mixon
I would go Mixon just because obviously he's tied to a way better offense.
Yeah, that's he's got the Houston offense. He should have a pretty healthy role. Pang says, what's up, guys? Half PPR, bench 1. Kamara, Mixon, or Rashad White?
Definitely not White.
Yeah, White. We love White's matchup here this week.
I mean, I might sit Mixon there.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Kamara's got
Yeah, Kamara's just like guaranteed 10 points. It's hard to take that out of a lineup.
Dira says bench 1, Ayuk, Godwin, or Pittman. This is a tough one here. I think
that is tough. Sit 1. Okay.
Yeah, we're sitting 1.
I'm not sitting Pittman.
I might sit Ayuk.
That's right. They're talking that they might limit him a little bit in this first game here. So Tough matchup also. He's got the Jets matchup here. So let's sit Ayuk for this first game here. Nate says Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, or Cortland Sutton.
I'm going Keenan here.
Okay.
And hoping maybe if it's PPR, definitely Keenan. If you're looking for some touchdown upside, probably Sutton. But man, I don't love Sutton in that spot against Devon Witherspoon and Reek Woolen.
Yeah, let's go Keenan, especially if it's a PPR.
And then Bo Nix.
He said also added Caleb is his quarterback, so that kind of leads me a little bit more towards Keenan.
There you go. Definitely.
Trevor Lawrence or Anthony Richardson. I'm going Richardson. We gotta go Richardson. You draft him in the 5th round. We're playing him, baby. Yeah. We're seeing what we got.
I mean, what quarterbacks besides Josh Allen today are you playing over Ant?
Stroud,
Mahomes and Hurts have already. Yeah, you could play Stroud.
Maybe Stroud.
Mahomes, Hurts, and Jackson are off.
Yep. We got a couple more questions, and then we're going to open it up to the public here. Kirk versus Chase.
Kirk.
Okay, you're going Kirk with the full roll.
Yeah. I think Chase is probably going to be a little limited here.
Yeah, I could see him maybe like red zone stuff.
The way I wrote it up in Start Sit is basically you're playing Chase, but unless you have someone like Christian Kirk where you can guarantee yourself 8 to 12, I think you do that.
Keep rolling with him. Pang also asked, choose one out of Ramondre, Mostert, or Pollard.
Mostert, I think.
Yeah, playing for that touchdown.
Yes, he's going to be all year.
Yeah, Mostert.
Touchdown upside's insane with him.
How about all the data, the explosive plays? I mean, I know that was in the past. There were 2 hysterical data points that did not bode well for the Jaguar defense.
Yeah, we got Eric Armstead, little new D line. Our secondary is just bad though, man.
Jaguars allowed the 2nd highest explosive run percentage on plays with motion during the snap. And Miami had the 2nd most running plays with motion during the snap.
Yes.
That was a great stat that Brett pulled. That was sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. El Jefe asked Spears or Shakir. Spears for me on that one. Yeah.
I think we've had
kicker plays. We don't do those.
Wait,
Dan,
I'll take
you got
a
favorite kicker. Okay.
Favorite kicker this week. Kaimi Fairbairn, probably.
Okay, there you go. Graham bringing the kicker talk.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm in a couple leagues with kickers. I got to pay attention to
I do too, but I just whatever they're projected on. I use our projections and go with that. Pickens or Pitts?
Pitts.
Oh.
I might go Pitts too. I'm with you, John.
Half PPR though.
I mean, they play man.
I like
Pickens back there and all that, but they play man, right? And Pitts can.
I just trust Cousins way more than I trust Justin Fields.
Okay, all right, we'll go Pitts then. One more: Daniels or Goff? I'd go Jaden Daniels on that one.
Yeah, upside's Daniels. Yeah. Goff is going to score 15 guaranteed tonight. Daniels definitely doesn't have a high floor, but the ceiling is Daniels for sure.
David Montgomery scoring at least one.
Oh yeah.
But, you always have to keep that in mind. What if the running backs get?
Yeah, they get all of them. Times.
Yeah, I had to remind myself of the Lions. You look at their implied total this week. It's only behind the Bills, and you're like, oh yeah. Montgomery and Gibbs are at least accounting for 1.5 of those at least.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Steve asked FanDuel half-point PPR. Which combo? Josh Allen, DeMario, or Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors?
I don't love either.
The second one for sure.
Demario
Douglas.
I have no idea how the Patriots are going to rotate their receivers. That is a big question for
Steve,
me.
if this is a cash game, question, I think you can roll with the first. But if this is a tournament, you're playing the second all day. Daniels and Neighbors have way more upside. Douglas is I don't know, 8 points maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
He'll see a lot of Mike Hilton inside there too.
Mm-hmm. Grady says Burrow, Stafford, Baylor. I don't know who he's asking about in that question, so we'll move on. Metcalf or Pickens in a half-point PPR. Metcalf.
Yeah.
Mims for Yoshivas is a bench stash. Yep.
Yeah.
Yoshivas. Deontay or Ridley PPR. I think we had this one.
I like Deontay more. I trust him more.
And we got
I agree.
Early. Yeah. And Survivor Fund. Cincinnati still a good pick with Higgins out and Chase limited, or pivot to Atlanta, Buffalo, Seattle, Detroit. I kind of like Seattle if you want to go. Cincinnati is going to be chalky, so if you want to go Cincinnati, go Seattle.
I like Seattle here.
Okay, so that got us through the private stuff for the subs. We'll be right back for the public viewing. So if you didn't get your question in with the subs, we'll do it again here, and you'll have to fend with all the public people, but we'll try to get to as many questions as we can in the next segment.
What? Why are you shaking your head?
You're welcome. And we're back with final points here at FantasyPoints.com. I'm John Hansen, Tom Brawley, and Graham Barfield, Tommy T, Trey on the other side of the glass producing this program. We just did, 30, 40 minutes, subscriber only, and we are now opening up questioning on our YouTube page and all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. You are making Tommy T and Trey's day, week, month, year, every time they go on there and they see we have build up a higher subscriber count there on YouTube. So we're off to a good start here. The one thing I don't miss about doing this, guys, is the questions are usually pretty tough. I mean, so far it's been okay this week, but it is really difficult from afar to answer these two specific questions. You don't know the whole team. You don't know the other, opponent. But, I mean, we're going to focus on matchup and good situation. We're just going to make some calls.
Yep, that's the way to do it. And at the end of the day, I would let your draft capital guide you a little bit if you're looking at we've gotten some Pitts questions versus some lower end. Who
did you draft as a starter?
Yes.
Yeah, I overthought this one in one of my leagues. I played Josh Palmer over Jaden Reed, and pain there. That's just pain.
Yeah,
pain everywhere.
A tough one as he was trotting in for that second touchdown.
All right, by the way, guys. I was very into Watson this year, and the worst thing that Christian Watson has done in the NFL is make those big plays at the beginning of the career with Aaron Rodgers. Because
make everybody believe. Hey, he scored a touchdown.
No, he was targeted multiple times down there too. So
I love
he is like honestly like after Jacobs, he's the number one option down at the goal line. So he's going to be frustrating. He's going to have these games where he has 2 or 3 catches for nothing, and 3 or 4 catches for 90 and 2 touchdowns.
I thought the Eagle secondaries was pretty tight though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mitchell can play. Quinyon Mitchell can play.
Yep.
Hey, real quick before we get to the questions here, guys, we're going to be taking as many as we can. We'll rapid fire as many as we can. However, super chats are definitely appreciated. Much appreciated.
We'll get to those first.
John was saying we are 100 I think 100 subscribers. I checked this morning. 100 subscribers away from 11K. So let's get to 11K today. If you're not already,
that'd be awesome.
Channel.
Yeah, this channel is
on this
exploding.
We did hit 1 million views. It was embarrassing that we didn't have 1 million views. I mean, you see some of these other pages like 39 million. I'm like, what? It's unbelievable.
Well, we'll be there soon, John. Here.
Okay, Steven wants to know Deontay or Ridley. PPR. Any worries about Deontay? We just got this one.
Yeah,
so
Deontay.
Deontay. Rims and Tim subs. Sup, Playboy. Congrats on the run on Sirius XM. Hyped as AF for another season and all the data, especially that ASS. Yes, the ass has dropped on Fantasy Points data. Go check that out. Average separation score. So we're really excited for that.
Right back at you, Playboy. Thanks, man. I love calling people Playboy too.
All right, Guy says no Roshan. Do we go Swift over Kirk?
No.
No Roshan. I guess
no Roshan.
And Homer on special teams.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I kind of like Swift a little more.
Yeah, I've said in Start Stead, if you drafted DeAndre Swift in the 6th round and you're not playing him at home as a 4-point favorite against the Titans, like you probably shouldn't have drafted DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, now we get this little nugget here that Roshan's not going to be a factor, and Travis Homer certainly won't mix. He's a special teams only, so it's a 2-man backfield. So that has to make you feel a little bit better about Swift. Steve says, or Justin says, drop Mins for Yoshavas bench stash. Yes,
absolutely.
You're getting Yoshavas. Lewis says, hey, Guru, DJ Moore or Chubbs? I'm going to guess that's Chuba.
Yeah,
So do you like Moore or Chuba?
I'm going Chuba. I mean, he's getting 25 touches, I believe.
Certainly in the realm of possibility, that's going to be a lower scoring. I like DJ Moore a little bit more. He's got that alpha upside as we saw
he
a lot last
does,
year.
But it is Caleb Williams' first game. You know, they've got myriad weapons, whereas like Miles Sanders sucks. That's it. And Chuba is getting like 80% of the backfield touches.
Yeah. Grady in the shade says Baker, Burrow, Stafford, Trevor. We're ranking these guys. We're ranking them here. So I'll go Trevor, Burrow, Stafford, Baker.
Stafford, Trevor, Burrow, Baker. I almost said Baker over Burrow. It's such a good spot for Baker, against Washington. But I love Stafford tonight. They're going to have to chuck.
Yeah, I'd go Burrow, Trevor, then Stafford.
Yeah, that's all real tight there. That's some higher end QB2s there. Jeremy says, with Higgins out and Chase on a snap count, do I play Goff over Burrows and a 0.5 point per completion? Yeah, yes. I think I would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll go Goff there.
Yeah, anytime Goff is at home and favored against a bad defense, it's like money in the bank for him and for fantasy.
Okay, Paul says, in a flex, 0.5 point PPR needs one. Keenan Allen, Chuba Hubbard, Jordan Addison, or Jamison Williams. Thanks.
Good problem to have here.
Yeah, we're going Chuba here.
Going Chuba.
Yeah, Chuba.
Yeah, go
Chuba.
Go Chuba.
There's a couple of other inactives in case we care.
Okay.
The Bears did make Tyler Scott inactive, just whatever. You got Tommy Tremble. Oh my God. How are we going to play without Tommy Tremble?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, a little note there, though, that Jatavian Sanders is starting for them. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They're throwing the
Cam
rookie right
Akers
in the
is
fly.
inactive.
Oh, okay. So they're giving Pearson some more rope here.
Pearson, Ogunbowale.
Yes.
As Josh Downs, Will Mallory as well. I mean, that's a shame about Will Mallory. Really good opportunity here. Javon Baker is out for New England for what it's worth. A.T. Perry? Like, what's up with that?
That's not surprising. He was behind Cedric Wilson in the preseason.
Yeah.
He was on the Dennis Allen shit list.
There's no getting off that shit list.
Him and Kendre Miller were buried on that list.
Dennis Allen's the world's biggest hater.
So, like,
Jalen Wright is inactive?
Yeah, that's all Mostert and Achane, baby.
Okay, that's good news for Achane and Mostert owners. Taylor with a super chat. Who do you like in a PPR? Javonte versus JMO. I have Monty starting, but I'm projected to lose by a few points, so I need a little upside.
Oh, I go JMO then.
I think I'd go Javonte.
Yeah,
really?
Even with the upside.
Yeah, I think so too. Julio's going to steal some passing down work, but he projects so much better.
All right, we'll go.
I like JMO.
Okay, Kenny says Yoshavas or Odunze in the flex, 0.5 point PPR. This is one where I'd go Yoshavas.
Yeah, I would too. I really would.
Ooh, I'm going to go Odunze here.
Okay.
It is. Trust me, I love Yoshavas today, but
yeah. Nick says we thinking Jamar Chase on a snap count or Shakir in a PPR. So
that's already been confirmed that Chase has been, he's going to be on a snap count, but you're not playing him over Khalil Shakir. We were just saying a few minutes ago on the private stream, there's like maybe 15 receivers that you play over Chase today. I mean,
you could say, he's on a snap count, 60.
Yeah, exactly. He'll get 55
yeah, he's
yards
not his 95%. He's at 75%. So, yeah, we're sticking with Jamar Chase in that situation. Impossible says drop one for a kicker. So we're dropping a player here. Curtis Samuel, Austin Eckler, Khalil Herbert, Chuba, Flowers. I don't know why all these people are on this list. So who are we dropping on here? Curtis Samuel.
Herbert, easily.
Herbert, even with the news today here that he's active and Roschon isn't. I think Swift on this list, though.
Swift gets hurt, man. They're going to play Roschon. It'll be some sort of rotation. So,
yeah, we'll drop Khalil Herbert there. He had a second part to that one. He needed Taysom Hill, Freiermuth, or Hunter Henry. I think that's a situation I play.
I would actually go Henry.
Yeah, it's a friendly match up there. Just
it is.
It's that
Cincinnati, man. They sucked against tight ends last year.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen again. They fixed their safeties. They brought back Von Bell too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one where I'd roll the dice with Taysom Hill and try to get the touchdown. And Star Destroyer says PPR needs to sit one. We're sitting somebody here. Mike Evans, Chris Olave, Michael Pittman, or Tank Dell.
Good Lord. You are a Star Destroyer. My goodness.
I think I'd sit Tank, and it's painful, but
exactly.
God, I think I'm with you, Tom. I think it is Tank.
Oh, it's so painful, but it's a good situation to have. Hopefully, it's not bad at all. Ryan says Malik Neighbors, DeAndre Swift, or Chuba Hubbard in a PPR. I think I'm playing Neighbors. I drafted him in the third, fourth round.
Neighbors all day, Ryan here.
Yeah, don't overthink this one. Go with the guy you selected in the third round.
I'm not sure about Neighbors. I'm going to make a bold prediction that Neighbors comes up small today.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there. Daniel Jones against the blitz. Vikings will blitz. I think
that might help them, though. They're going to get the ball out so quick. It's going to be 6 catches for 50 yards. They're going to do whatever they can.
They'll have a Dave Flowers like line from Thursday. That was
John.
If you were just kind of casually watching that game, you're like, oh, Zay Flowers caught like 9 balls for $140. No, he didn't.
Yeah. I think Neighbors is going to be top 10 in ass this year. I just don't know if he's going to be top 10 in fantasy points because of Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Oh, man. His acceleration is sick.
Yeah. He's a separatist, John.
Yeah.
All right. Next question from Jason in a PPR flex. Taysom Hill, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Chase Brown or Ty Chandler? JSN for me on this one.
Yep. JSN. Lockett's dealing with a little minor injury.
Lockett.
Metcalf's going to see Pat Surtain.
Yep.
I think JSN's role is going to be a lot different this year, y'all.
Yeah,
yep.
Totally.
Let's get him moving downfield here a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Next question from Ronald Grump. Good morning. Fields or Trevor Lawrence? I'd go Trevor Lawrence on this one.
T-Law. Yeah.
Yep. The Ballast Boys Plumbing is back. Thanks for coming back for another year, guys. Man only 16 of you. The stream alike.
What do we do? We need to double these numbers here, guys. At least double these numbers. Let's get this a lot higher. Let's get this into the 30s and 40s. Please crush the like button, subscribe. Like I said at the top of the show, we're 100 subscribers away.
Yeah, get us there. Get us to the finish line. Grady in the shade, Shakir or Ramondre in a half-point PPR. I'm playing Ramondre in this one, guys.
Yeah, Ramondre.
Okay. And then Ballast Boys with the super chat. Thanks a lot, guys. Raheem
is good at Ballast Boys Plumbing. Tell you that.
And it's booming, baby. Mostert or Khalil Shakir in a full point PPR.
It's got to be Mostert with Jalen Wright inactive. And Mostert's getting 15 touches.
Yeah, I'm going Mostert on that one.
Yep, same. Make it 3 in a row.
Fred says, would you drop Watson for likely? Conklin is my starter and only tight end. Christian Watson, I assume this is. Yeah, I probably would. I would. It's not going to be as good as it was Thursday night every week moving forward, but he's right in that equation now if they're going to play that much 2 tight ends.
So both things can be true. I mean, I don't think we should freak out about Mark Andrews, but we should also definitely elevate Likely. He's their wide receiver too now. If they're going to go heavy 12 personnel like they did, he was a really, really good value. I think, and then there's the obvious contingent upside too. If Andrews gets hurt again, Likely's automatically a top 5 tight end.
Yeah.
There's something about Bateman, man. I don't know where
it's something about Lamar Jackson. He can't throw outside the line, outside the hash.
There were some. I went back and watched that, Thomas. I'm sorry, but oh my God, it was bad. It was bad.
He can only throw to his slots and his tight ends and his backs, as we saw the last night.
I'm just I'll chalk it up to rust. He didn't play in the preseason, but man, there were some really open throws he missed.
You mad, bruh? Flex Pittman or Godwin? Thanks.
Go Doyers.
Go Doyers.
Yes, going nowhere, but go. I like them both. I'd go Pittman. Yeah, no downs.
Yeah, I love Chris Godwin. I am the resident Chris Godwin fanboy, but I'm going Pittman here. He's going to get all those spammy RPO targets with no downs.
Yeah,
today.
especially no downs here this week.
Yeah, I was into Godwin this summer. I mean, I thought Graham's ADP was really good. It never really got more expensive.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Crept up a little bit, but yeah, it was pretty reasonable all off season long here. Next question. Where are we heading next here, boys? 444 Stevens says, flex PPR here, Pickens or Shakir? I'm going Shakir. Pickens on that one.
Shakir.
Yeah, I'll go Pickens.
Go for that upside, the flex play.
Feel really good about Shakir. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna have a blow up year, but like again, like he's so reliable. They need that. Like dude's catching 5 balls like every week.
Jeremy says, thank you guys. Absolutely love this staff and Fantasy Points. Well, thank you, Jeremy. Thanks for jumping on here and participating and enjoying the site. So we love you guys too. Nick says, hey gents, welcome back. PPR, Brandon Cooks or Yoshivas? We're going Yoshivas here.
I'm going Yoshi here. Yeah. Tough spot for Cooks. Browns outside corners are great. Denzel Ward's fully healthy. Last year he's dealing with a ton of injuries. Browns defense is really good, man.
Yeah, Cooks might be cooked too. So
yeah, that's also true.
We need some sort of real quick like notification on the homepage that we're live like right now. Like we got to get like some sort of like banner or link to where people can just go there right now. You know what I mean?
It's a good call.
Yeah. We'll throw something else on Brock's plate here.
Well, I mean, but you know, if somebody's just
I know. If you're on the site, some sort of alert that we're live right now. So, Paul says one more: stick with Dak or take a shot on Fields or Baker. I'd stick with Dak.
Yeah, Dak. I think $240 million man, Dak.
Yeah, he got paid.
Oh yeah. With Ferguson game today, baby.
Okay, we already answered that one with Pickens versus Shakir here. Any more questions? Turtle says, start JSN or Brian Thomas Jr. I'm starting JSN.
Yeah,
JSN. Do love Thomas today, though.
Yeah, I'm excited for Thomas. Got sniped in an auction
draft. You guys are
by
going to be so bummed when Gabe Davis scores on a bomb.
Oh, gosh.
You mean the blocking wide receiver for them?
Remember, Gabe is from Florida, and he played for the receivers coach in Buffalo.
John, remind me when we get off the stream. I got a Gabe Davis story for you.
Uh-oh. I want to hear this too. I'm gonna stick around for that one. Dylan says half-point PPR, Yoshivas or AD Mitchell? Yoshivas.
Yeah, Yoshivas, I guess.
Michael Powers says roll with Ayuk in a limited role or instead flex Pollard, Aaron Jones, or Jameson Williams. This is when I might go Aaron Jones.
Oh, Aaron Jones. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, healthiest he's going to be all year.
Yep, you're going to feed him. Matt says Ayuk, JSN, Palmer, pick one. This is one I'd probably stick with Ayuk, but it does have some downside.
I mean, I might go Palmer because again, I think Palmer's catching 5.
Yeah,
I'm going Ayuk, but man, it's all three project very closely.
They're very similar. That's I gotta play Ayuk, and he's the talent in that group. So we're gonna go. I'll go Ayuk on that one. Grady says Waddle or Harrison Jr. in a PPR. I'm going Waddle.
Yeah, I'll go Waddle here too. It's really tight projections wise. But man, Jags secondary is pretty bad. That game could blow up too.
That's fine. Although there's some points expected in that Buffalo.
It's
Cardinals
really
game,
tight.
But
it's really tight.
I'm going Waddle, but that's tight. Why are you choosing between Waddle and Harris? Are you playing in like a 3-man lineups, or that's your second and third round pick?
It could be a dynasty league where they're just loaded.
That's true.
Yeah.
Donnie says Ford or Mostert for running back 2 spot. Okay, we're going Mostert.
Yeah. Mostert's like borderline must play today.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Brent
I
says,
did not think they'd make Jalen Wright inactive. So Jeff Wilson's the veteran insurance.
I guess so. Is that maybe special team stuff too?
Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah.
Brent asks, new flex, Chase Brown, Roma Dunze, Jalen Warren, or Khalil Shakir?
I like Shakir.
one. Ugh.
That is tight. Full PPR Shakir. I think I'm with John. He has the most rapport with Josh Allen. It's really close between Chase Brown. I kind of think Bengals are a little more run heavy today with Higgins.
Yeah, that's why Chase Brown's moving up a little bit for me here.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's between Chase and Shakir. They project so similarly.
I'm gonna go Chase on that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Next question from Grady again. He's spamming us here. Neighbors, Metcalf, Pickens needs 2. Neighbors and pick Metcalf. This is not too hard for me. Drilling Holes says Najee Harris or Tajay Spears in a PPR.
That's a hell of a rig there.
Drill, baby, drill. Let's go, Harris.
I'm Harris as well here.
Yeah.
Scott Chandler, former NFL tight end.
Good.
We're setting his lineup here.
Bill.
Former Bill. Devin Singletary or Tony Pollard in a full point PPR. I'm going Singletary on that one.
Yeah,
Singletary.
25 touches.
Yep. Mikey, Chase or Neighbors?
I'm going Chase.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Neighbors on that one.
Yeah, I'd go Chase, but that is tight.
Yeah, that
is tight.
Jack says Pickens, DK, or Yoshavas needs 2 in the flex. Metcalf for sure.
I'd go Yoshavas.
Okay.
I'm going Pickens. Maybe if you're a big dog, Jack, if you're like down by 20 or something, you got Saquon, definitely go Pickens. But if you're ahead, Yoshavas is scoring 10 today. Like, lock it in.
Arian says Tank Dell, Mostert, Ayuk needs 2. I'm playing Tank.
Dell, Mostert. Oh,
I'm playing the first 2. I know it'll feel a little weird taking Ayuk out of your lineup, but this is a great spot for Dell, and Mostert's he's got really good touchdown chance today.
All right,
I just remembered I was literally in Princeton about 7 weeks ago, walking around. You know what I was thinking of? I wonder if Yosavas has ever been here. Like that. That's how sick I am.
You weren't thinking about Ross Tucker. Where's Ross Tucker been?
I'm thinking about Albert Einstein, who lived across the street in Princeton. I was like, I wonder if Yosavas has been here. Yeah.
It's got to be a sharp dude if he goes to Princeton. Dodgers. Good morning. Flex, Tank Dell or Shakir?
Tank.
Our guy Big Earn's back. Glad to be back for another year.
Hey, McCracken.
Thank you, Earn. 6-point passing touchdowns. Dak versus Daniels. I'm going Daniels.
I'll go Dak.
Okay.
The 6-point does make me lean a little more to Dak. But man, I don't know if I can take Daniels out of this lineup today with Bulls blitzing. He's going to be out running for his life today.
Jake Ferguson is scoring today.
Lock it in. Let's see here. Joe Show says 12-man league, full PPR, flex spot. Rico Dowdle, Jacoby Myers, Curtis Samuel, or Greg Dortch. Yeah. Do we trust Dowdle? This seems like a.
I mean, will Dowdle ever score? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Dortch here.
I was leaning Jacoby Myers, but
yeah, I don't really.
I'm leaning
Myers.
Samuel, so that's really helpful.
With 3 different answers.
Yeah. Sorry.
So maybe the answer is Dowdle. You just go against us and just pick the one that we didn't pick. I mean, these guys are all
Dowdle. I mean, we know Dowdle's getting like 12 touches. Like he's getting.
Yeah, he's probably the safest of these guys. So
yeah. Hey, real quick, guys, if you are answering or asking questions on Twitter, we appreciate you, but please hop over to YouTube, throw your question in the YouTube chat. We're only going to be doing YouTube questions today. And while you're in there, make sure you subscribe to the channel, get us to 11,000 on the stream, and make Thomas Tipple's day.
Okay. Error for B Ace. My running back 2 is Zamir White. How hard do I go after Justice Hill on waivers? I don't think he's a priority guy. He's they're not going to be playing from behind every week.
Keep in mind they have Keaton Mitchell on PUP too.
Yeah.
Ravens are favored in like their next 14 straight games or something.
Yeah. That was a unique situation on Thursday.
Yeah, they're on the road against the Chiefs. Lamar stunk.
He is worth picking up. He's kind of the handcuff right now for Henry as well. So
no, he is. Rasheen Ali's on IR. I mean, Keaton Mitchell might not play till November at the earliest.
So a question from Scott: should Jay Mason worth an ed? I guess that's Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Jordan Mason should be owned in every single league.
Yeah,
he's like 20% on Yahoo, 30% on ESPN at last check. Like he should be owned in every single league.
And we got McCaffrey with Achilles added to that injury report.
McCaffrey had a calf issue last year too. That's what knocked him out of that Week 17 game.
Oh, I know. That's why I've been scared shitless.
And as we're seeing with Russ, these things tend to linger a little bit. Amari, full PPR, Moss, JSN, or Yoshavas?
JSN all day.
Yeah, let's get JSN there. Justin says Neighbors or Godwin, full PPR. I'm going Neighbors on that one.
Give me Godwin.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Renee says JSN or Tank Dell. This is Tank Dell for me.
Okay. Yeah, Tank.
444 Stevens says, appreciate guys, longtime customer, back to Guru's old site. Can we expect this each Sunday on the channel? Yes, you can.
Sure.
Subscribers get the first dibs from 11 to 11:40ish, and then we'll go public and run through questions. But yeah, we'll be here. I might not be the same crew every week, but I would guess that most weeks it's going to be the three of us. But
I mean, I did 17 of 18 weeks last year, I believe.
Yeah, I think I missed maybe one last.
Yeah, I was an 18 or 17 for 17 last year too.
Yeah, we're planning on it. You know, if anybody ever needs a day off, but we're planning on being here for.
I mean, we're home. It's not like we're going outside or anything.
Yeah, we're gonna just sit.
What is outside? I don't even remember what grass feels like. Honestly, it's like
it's funny. I went to a dermatologist recently. Like, you know what? You have the skin of a man 20 years you're younger. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I didn't go outside.
Yeah, you're not.
You haven't been touched by the sun for 6 months out of the year.
Yep.
RDK says Chase being limited. Do I start Burrow or Daniels? I'm starting Daniels on that one.
Yeah,
Daniels. Yeah,
I'm fine.
Turtle says Geno or Cousins. That's a unique one.
I'm going Geno.
Yeah, probably go Geno.
Yeah. I mean, Cousins could be a little rusty. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean,
that could be a slog in Atlanta there.
I mean, Denver's defense,
at least
by the way,
Pittsburgh's going to try to turn it into a slog.
Denver's D sucked last year, remember?
Yeah.
I think we just answered that one from Amari. Daniel says half PPR. Nacua and I own Cooper Kupp would be my flex. Am I in trouble with both Rams wide receivers? Is it silly to consider Chris Godwin or Javon? No. Don't do that. Keep Nacua and Kupp. Steve says, was surprised to see Kupp 8th in rankings this week. Is he a better option than Nico or Olave in a half-point FanDuel? You're the resident Graham. Do you like? I love Nico this week too. That's a great matchup. I would play Kupp over Olave. I don't even know what slate is. I guess this is all the games.
Yeah. So FanDuel has the Lions Rams game on Maine today. Kupp is like the best play, maybe not the best play on the slate. He's like maybe the second or third best play on the slate over there. He's only 7K on FanDuel. Okay. So Kupp over Nico and Olave. It's really close between Nico. But
yeah, I go probably Kupp, Nico, then Olave.
I think I like that order too. It's really close.
Yeah. Another Steve, all kinds of Steves in the chat here. Point per completion league, Cousins or Kyler? Kyler for me on this one.
Kyler, yeah.
JR, bench one. We're benching people. London, Amari Cooper, Diggs, Kupp, or Godwin. Oh my gosh. Did you draft any other positions besides wide receiver?
Maybe a 6 flex league there.
Yeah. Who are you sitting out of this group?
Probably Diggs or London.
Diggs was where my eyes were going first.
Yeah, I think Diggs too.
Doug says, what to do with Jamar Chase Burrow stack? Probably
hold tight, buddy.
Yeah, maybe or switch or go somewhere else. I don't know.
What a disaster by the Bengals ownership, man. I mean, they offered Chase the deal and then they've just drug it out. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's just
shocking that Mike Brown would
cheap as
screw it up. Yep,
absolutely.
Mike Brown screwing everything up. Brock says Josh Palmer or Brian Thomas. I'm going Palmer on that one.
Palmer.
That's why I hate being around cheap people. Every once in a while, I feel like, being around cheap people, I'm like, I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to give you $5,000 cash for the rest of your life. Just don't be cheap around me.
Yeah. Don't give off your cheap vibes.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see here. Casey says 4-team underdog main slate, 4-team PPR, Higgins out, risk chase or add Yoshivas, Devontae, or Waddle, Hill owned.
I'm not really following this question here.
Let's go to the next team. 4-team league.
Yeah, let's just go to the next one. That's way too
complicated.
Right, Caitlin Brown says Javonte or Zamir White, then Diggs or Godwin. Love the show.
I go Zamir.
We're going Zamir.
I'm going Javonte.
Wow.
And then
I hate Zamir.
I go Godwin.
Yeah, we'll go.
You and I have been the Kendrick Lamar against Zamir White this year.
Yeah, don't need him. Don't need him in my laps. Wesley says Metcalf or F1 full PPR.
Ooh.
Go Metcalf. Or are we scared off by the Sertan?
Man,
I do like McLaurin today, but I think I'd roll Metcalf.
Yeah. I'm going McLaurin. I just had to confirm that F1 was in fact McLaurin.
You had to look it up. Yeah.
I'm like, I think that's McLaurin, right?
Yeah. Is there an F1 race this morning or something?
Johnny says DJ Moore or Aaron Jones in a PPR. I'll go DJ Moore on that one.
I mean, I'll go Aaron Jones. I mean,
yeah,
he's getting the ball.
He's
getting the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you, John.
Cotton says 1 point per 5 carries. Brian Robinson, Chuba Hubbard, or Terry McLaurin.
Chuba,
yeah.
I guess.
I mean, you get the 1 point,
3 extra points.
Yeah.
Wesley says Shaheen or Mooney for Higgins. Pivot full PPR. Thanks, guys.
Shaheed.
Yeah, let's go with Shaheed.
I'm going
Shaheen.
I like Mooney.
Yeah, give me Mooney.
All right, we'll go Mooney on that one. Carrie says needs 2. Dell, Stevenson, McLaurin, Godwin, Hubbard, half-point PPR.
Probably Dell and McLaurin.
Dell and McLaurin. Or are we going Dell, Godwin?
I think it's Dell, Godwin. I think I've been saying Godwin and McLaurin, but it is really close, man.
Yeah, all those guys. Dell's a little bit ahead for me in that group, but Jason, Godwin or DJ Moore? I'll go DJ Moore on that one.
Yeah, I would go more there. That's close.
Mm-hmm. Theo wants a prop bet guru. Guy, anything that you like?
Got a
whole article. I got a whole article. If you want to check the website,
yeah, I do. I mean,
just added Jaleel McLaughlin this morning.
John Hansen.
Like that one.
Hansen's hits was great today. By the way, that was excellent.
Check it out.
Thank you. How about Mike Evans over 4.5 receptions?
Okay, there it is. Mike Evans over his receptions number.
Or you know what? No, scratch that because the odds aren't great. Khalil Shakir over 3.5. Come on.
Okay, there you go. Bonus bet. Khalil Shakir as well over 3.5 receptions. K-Dot says Pittman or McLaurin in the flex. I'll go Pittman on this one.
Yeah, Pittman. Just the volume's going to be great today.
Andrew says Neighbors or DJ Moore, half-point PPR.
DJ.
I'm going DJ Moore.
Yeah. David says Godwin or Scary Terry. We're getting a lot of repeat questions now.
I like Terry.
I think we went Godwin. Guru, is Jay Mason worth an ad? Absolutely. Jordan Mason. We're talking about that just a few minutes ago.
Yep.
With the McCaffrey situation. Amari says Moss, JSN, or Yoshivas. And we're going JSN on that one.
Yeah, JSN. Especially in full PPR.
I feel like Moss is scoring, though, I will say.
Yeah, he should get a little bit more work with the receivers banged up. And they're big favorites, so he could get some second half run as well. Steve says, who do you like more this week, Rashad or James Cook? I know you like them both. So who do you like more, Guru, Rashad or James Cook?
Who do we think is a bigger threat to the starter, Ray Davis or Bucky Irving?
Ray Davis.
No. Yeah. All right, then Rashad.
Yeah.
By the way, Rashad will score every once in a while.
This week, I do really like the Tampa Bay matchup this week.
Yeah, this is like the best spot Rashad's could have possibly asked for at home, favored against Washington.
Yeah, let's go Rashad.
I understand Rashad is not special, but I still contend, like, guys, can you freaking block it up a little bit better for the guy?
Yeah, their interior offensive line is still not that good.
Yeah, we'll see if Barton can help him out here.
Right.
Let's see. Let's try to get some different questions here. It's Josh Smith says, flex Aaron Jones or Tank Dell? I'm playing Tank Dell.
We love Tank Dell. You know,
I know, man. I just can't. I know, John. You and I have been answering Aaron Jones like on every Aaron Jones question. I do love him today. I mean, it's a good.
I like Ty Chandler 2 years ago. I guess why he's not that good.
Nah, he's
he's just a changeup. Like that's it. Like if Aaron Jones goes down, they're screwed in Minnesota with Ty Chandler, I think.
Okay, well, we'll go Aaron Jones on that one. Trying to look through here. Mike from Cali, Najee Harris or Palmer, 1 point PPR. Going Josh Palmer on that one.
I did right though. Don't be surprised because it's already Smith if Najee catches like 7 balls. Like
Jalen Moore's coming in with a little bulky hamstring too. Yeah.
Definitely Kirk over Eckler.
Yeah, Scott wants Eckler or Kirk. We're going Kirk on that one.
Why were people taking Eckler this year? Like maybe I'll end up being wrong, and maybe he's emerging as a goal line back because I don't think Brian Robinson's that good at. But like, what are you doing with Eckler? Like, what
literally
is the upside?
Drafted him one time because I have no RB2. It's the league I'm in with you, Tom.
Okay.
I had no RB2 chances.
He was a dollar guy at the end of our auction draft. That's right.
He was a buck.
Let's see here. Carlos says Pickens or Josh Palmer in a PPR.
Palmer.
I think we liked Palmer a little more safer play as well.
Fields just scares the hell out of me, man.
Daryl says my teammates at work went to SCAD. Way to rep it, Guru.
Oh, nice. There you go. I literally just got this hat this morning.
Just breaking it in. It's fresh. It does look very fresh right now.
Yeah,
it does. It's looking good. Carl says 16 PPR skank flex. Yoshi or JMO? Who's JMO? What am I thinking of JMO?
Probably Jameson.
I think
Williams.
I'm going JMO.
Oh, JMO.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
By the way, like they do have 17 tight ends in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
going
Yoshi on that one.
Yeah, I'll go Yoshi too. Split the difference. By the way, that's a pretty good decision to have in a 16-team league.
I was gonna say,
I'm in 2 14-team leagues, and it is brutal.
The flex is not that appealing looking.
No, I took a 0 from Dontavian Wicks in one of them.
Ooh, sorry to hear that. Caitlin Brown.
All those people, those Wick stands, they just had to have them in round 10. They just had. I'm like,
now they're going to be debating if they're dropping them already because they got Malik Willis set to be their quarterback for the next couple of weeks. Caitlin Brown says Javonte Williams or Zamir White. Team Javonte. I think we might have just answered this one.
I like Zamir. I mean, who else? Madison is such a jag.
That's the problem. I think they're going to play Madison.
Yeah, I think they're going to play Madison. I think they're going to play Labe. Zamir split passing down work with Amir Abdullah in their 4 games last year. I mean,
understood. He wasn't bad in the passing game, Zamir.
Not special.
I don't think he's
a check down guy, but
but he wasn't like I've seen worse early down backs in the passing game.
He didn't have stone hands. I'll give that. Like you might expect whenever you see his arms. Like, does this guy could he squeeze a football with his hands? Christopher Pollock says start 2: Waddle, Harrison, London. Man, I'd liked Waddle, and do we like Harrison or London?
I'm gonna go Harrison.
Okay, I'm on London here.
I'll go Harrison.
Yeah.
I mean, London is going to see a lot of Joey Porter.
We got Eagle Ed in the house here. He's got a question. Let's freaking go. He says, Caleb Williams over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. What are you thinking here? Is that making the card this week, John? Caleb Williams over his passing touchdowns. We have him projected 1.6.
I didn't really consider it.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd probably go under, thinking he'll only throw one, and/or he'll throw one and run one in.
Okay, so we'll go with We'll go with the under. That's probably getting some plus money too.
By the way, I met Eagle Ed in Philly
during that draft at the garage.
Yeah, he came to the broadcast. I'm hosting the broadcast, and I was a little starstruck.
I got to meet him in person.
It's a little overwhelming.
Thank you, Eagle Ed, for jumping on here as you always do. Hi guys, drafted with you in Philly in Guru, and I needed some help for today. I need to start 3 of the following: Neighbors, Waddle, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, and Michael Pittman. Holy crap.
I personally would go Kirk, Pittman, and Waddle.
Okay, there we go. Steve says Gibbs and Montgomery or flex Dell for one of them. I played Gibbs and Montgomery. Looks like we had a super chat from Kevin, the credit guy. Thank you, Kevin. Greg Dortch or Rico Dowdle in a full PPR.
Kevin, the credit guy, right in line with his financial responsibility, didn't go $2. He went $1.99.
He saved that money.
He is. Probably some sort of tax loophole there. I think you just got to go Rico.
Okay, I'm Rico on that one. Let's do a couple more, and we're gonna wrap here. We need to get ready for these games ourselves here soon. So, Method the Chad says Jamar Chase or Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr
Gibbs.
Let's see. Steve says Najee, Pollard, or Ford. Does Fields limit Najee's production?
No,
guarantees a lot of handoffs.
Yeah, it might be
in fact, I think Arthur Smith's just going to stick it in Najee's belly 18 times in this spot.
Yeah, let's go Najee.
Let's go Naj.
Was that Damo line going to be decent, Tom? Though
Sayamalu's out. They're going to be playing some young rookies. I don't know. I honestly don't even know.
Whomever it is, it's like, dude,
they need back.
Get them whipped into shape earlier in the year.
How can you tell if we are Fantasy Point subscribers? Theo asks. I know a lot of similar players being asked about in these questions here. So let's keep going down the board here. Marco says Daniels or Kyler. Thanks. Daniels or
Kyler.
Yeah, going Kyler on that one.
I mean, there is downside with Daniels. Limited receiving core, bad old line. I mean,
yeah, I'm getting loopy here. I feel like we've answered all these questions. I think I'll still go Daniels on that one. London versus Ridley in a quarter point PPR from Twins dad ×2.
I don't love either.
London.
So I'd probably just go London.
Quarter PPR, London. Man. That's an interesting one.
It's like it's just like commit. Like either be non-PPR or at least have. Just
guys, we have a celebration.
Okay.
11,000 subscribers. We just
did it.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next milestone. Let's hit 12K.
Oh, we'll get 12,000 next week.
Keep it going.
Montgomery or Stevenson from Big Earn. Thank you for the donation, Big Earn. I'm going Montgomery.
Stevenson may get 3 rushing touchdowns all year. Montgomery could get that today. So I'm going Montgomery.
There you go, Big Earn. We're going for those rushing touchdowns with Montgomery. Jarius, start Dell in the flex or Brian Robinson, full PPR.
Dell.
A couple more here. We'll try to wrap here by 12:30. Montgomery, Spears, or Pollard from Charles.
Stonewall Montgomery.
Yeah, Stonewall.
Yeah,
we're going with
that touchdown
Montgomery.
Yep.
Let's see. John says Ford or Chuba in a standard league.
Chuba.
Let's go Chuba in a standard.
Deontay Foreman is scoring, most likely.
Marking it down. We'll see. I'll be interested to see how that works out with that rotation.
They are.
That did not seem like they were very high on Foreman as training camp went along here. It seemed like Pierre Strong was. Didn't seem like they were as high on Foreman as training camp went along.
They did cut him.
Yes, you're willing to throw him out there.
Yeah, he got hurt, right?
Yeah,
he had the neck injury.
Hospital. Yeah, but he was back.
He came back.
Yeah,
he played.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Joe says Ray Davis or Jamal Williams in my standard skank league.
I kind of like both as off the bench potential guys.
Right.
I'll go with Ray, and you just hope that the Bills are up multiple scores and he gets
Taysom Hill is the Saints goal line back, y'all.
Yep.
Jamal Williams.
True. Yeah, I almost went with a Ray Davis rushing prop. It was like 16 yards. Like,
Somebody was asking about that too, though. They do still like Ty Johnson. I don't know how they're going to rotate these backs behind. So that's kind of one of those I want to see it first.
Yeah.
Theo Guru with not one music reference this morning. What the heck?
I mean,
Theo's wondering. Sorry, Theo.
I guess there's nothing. Kind of stinks now. I could tell you that. I mean, it's not great, but I'll work on it. See if we can get something in here before we sign off.
Not many new good bands out this year. That's for sure.
No.
Dak or Burrow? Dak or Burrow? I'd probably go Dak.
I think
I'd go Dak.
Go Dak.
Alessandro says, really need help. Half point PPR. Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, or JSN? I think we're going Kirk on that one.
We're going with absolutely. Let's go with Sister Christian, which is a song by Night Ranger that came out in 1984 and was famously used in Boogie Nights during the scene with Alfred Molina, the lunatic, when their dude's throwing the firecrackers on the ground. It's one of the greatest scenes of all time.
Sister Christian, we had a jukebox in our cafeteria at Central Cambria High School. Somebody every day for 4 years played Sister Christian during the lunch period. So that's how I know Sister Christian. I listened to it as I ate my my chicken cutlets and stuff for dinner for lunch. So we'll do one or two more here, and we're gonna call it a day here. BK says Zach Moss or Tajay Spears in a 12-team PPR.
Give me Moss.
I go Moss.
Moss with the potential for a little more work here.
Yeah, Bengals running a little more today with Burrow, not having Chase fully go and Higgins not playing.
Yep. All right. Marco says, thanks, guys. Good luck. Thank you, Marco. Yep. We're 11K. Congrats. Thank you, guys. All right. I guess we'll wrap it up here. We need to go get ready for these games at 1 o'clock, but thanks for the overwhelming, support here today and getting us to 11,000. We're going to try. I guess every week we do the show, we'll just try to go up by next Sunday. Hopefully we're at 12,000. So, hopefully we'll be
Let's go for 1,000 new subscribers the next 10 weeks.
We can do it. Real quick before we sign off, y'all. If you are a Fantasy Point subscriber, you want to get into the Start Sit stream early, make sure you're checking Discord. We're going to be popping it in the NFL Standard channel every single week. Get in here. We'll be on, what do we get on today? Like 9 a.m. So 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll be in here for about 30 to 40 minutes for subscribers only, and then we'll open it up to the public. So if you want to get your answer,
we'll hit every first subs. We did that today. So if you want to make sure your question's answered, make sure you're there from 11 to 11:40.
Yep.
All right, and that's it. Go enjoy the games. Have fun today. Thanks, Playboy.
Rims and Tims.
All right, let's wrap it there. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
Good luck.
What? Why are you shaking your head?
You're welcome.